Hey, Greg.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Have a seat.
Oh, I will. I've come in just to give you some fun questions about our Chicago conference, April 13th and 14th.
I see it's spontaneous. I have a rock in case it doesn't work out.
So it can be like biblical,
Don't try to be funny.
All
Just
right.
ask me questions.
What is better in Chicago? Pizza or hot dogs?
Pizza,
Why?
because it tastes good.
Okay. What is the biggest...
Chicago-style pizza. Plus, I got that hot dog place, too. What's it called?
Hot dog.
Hot dog place.
Hot dog. I got nothing. What is the biggest stereotype of Dare to Share that you have heard that bothers you?
Probably that we're the street people. Like, you're the guys that unleash people to the street to share their faith. We send kids out to evangelize, but we want kids to reach their own friends for Christ. And people on the street. And the sidewalk.
But it's not our direct intent to go just to the people on the street.
You don't need to add commentary. You can
Oh.
just ask the stinker question.
Apart from the obvious, why are you so passionate about getting students to know and share their faith?
Because it changes, not only, it advances the kingdom, but it changes their lives too.
Is there something that kind of happened to you personally that really just made this so much more serious for you? I remember one time you talked about a waitress one time at, I think, Denny's.
Village Inn.
Village Inn, okay.
Pat. Yeah, I thought I'd have all the time in the world to share Christ with her. So, a week turned into a month into a year. I still hadn't shared Jesus with her, and she actually ended up committing suicide. And it really blew me away because she just did not seem the kind of person, in my estimation, that was struggling with anything. I missed the opportunity. And so that kind of, for me, I was like, I don't want to miss those opportunities. I think another thing that helps me is, when I've seen people, when I was a pastor, that share their faith, it really seemed to solidify their own faith, including you. You were, at the church I used to pastor, and I saw your faith deepen as a result of your not being ashamed of the gospel of Christ. So I think those two reasons are pretty big for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what challenge would you give the youth leaders to give to their students to bring their friends to the conference?
I tell youth leaders that when you bring your, I'll talk to the youth leaders now.
Please do.
When you get your students to bring their friends to the conference, it's a huge evangelism opportunity because students come to Christ at the event. But it's also a huge opportunity for them to grow right away in their faith, because just imagine students come to Christ on Friday night, and then on Saturday they're actually sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's an awesome thing to see. And so challenge you to be a part of the Chicago event, April
13th and 14th at the
Sears Center.
Nice.
Yes.